To give you a sense of what you can do with this final paper, I thought it would be a good idea to walk you through an example topic. So the problem I've encountered is that I have this really annoying teacher who keeps using dumb memes in class and trying to be cool. It is so annoying. And even though I really enjoy complaining about my annoying teacher, I know that ranting is only the beginning. I need to figure out how to solve this problem. So I'm going to use the proposal form to help me come up with ideas for developing my proposal. We begin by defining the problem. So my complaint is that my English professor thinks she's so funny and she makes these dumb memes that aren't even that good. Before I do anything else, it might be helpful for me to look for possible underlying problems, the foundational issues that are the catalysts for my teacher's dumb memes. She may resort to memes because sometimes the subject matter in college is dry and boring, or because as an adjunct, her job security is contingent on course evaluations, or because culturally our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. They were never good to begin with. And students need some entertainment. It might actually be related to the fact that the current university model is a commodity model in which students are the buyers and teachers, buildings, dorms, etc. are the products. Because of that, teachers have to work hard to get students to like them, and sometimes it backfires. The next section of the proposal form is to respond to those who don't really believe the problem you've identified is actually a problem. So some people may say that it's not a big deal that students are assailed by cheesy memes every day of their college career. Perhaps those naysayers didn't attend college during COVID-19 pandemic. To those naysayers, I would argue that the memes are symptoms of a greater problem. Namely, that students want entertainment and teachers are not movie stars. Surely we can agree that the disconnect between teachers and students is a problem worth solving. Okay, now I have to start looking at possible solutions to my problem. So we don't want to just complain about that annoying teacher, but the underlying problems explaining my teacher's dumb memes are so complex they seem insurmountable. What's something small I can propose to ISU that will help me and my professor? So what are the characteristics of a good solution? I'm going to be looking for something that's easy, feasible, practical, inexpensive, local, and something that empowers my audience. Okay, so some of my ideas are, I think that we could rethink how we use and administer teaching evaluations, or we could provide training to students on what to expect in boring classes, or we could provide training to teachers to help them liven up their classes without becoming annoying idiots. So the next question here is to consider who can do this. For the first solution about evaluations, that's something administrators can do. For the idea about training students, that's something the professors can do. For the idea about training teachers, that's something that individual university departments can do. I like the second option of training students about what to expect. So my proposal is this. In order to help students cope with the dumb memes, I propose that my professor should provide instruction that college isn't always about being entertained. I like this proposal because it is for a specific small audience, my professor. The proposal empowers my audience and is an easy, manageable solution that doesn't require a complete overhaul of our educational system. Plus, it costs nothing. Now I need to specify details of my solution. In particular, I propose that my teacher include a brief lecture about the purpose of higher education. Part of the lecture should refer to the fact that she shouldn't and is not skilled enough to have to be a comedian in the classroom. I would hope she also shows students that her subject matter can be interesting and engaging without resorting to the cheap thrill of a lazy meme. In fact, I recommend that she refrain from the use of memes in her lecture. Okay, now it's time to defend my particular solution to the problem. So, I would argue that this solution is easy. It only requires the efforts of my teacher to teach me and my peers to listen. It's also free. The solution will be effective. By addressing and bringing out in the open the underlying disconnect between students and teachers concerning entertainment in the college classroom, students will gain more knowledge and understanding of the expectations in higher education. It creates dialogue and understanding. Finally, this solution will work by easing my professor's impulse to spice up her lectures with memes. In addition to defending my particular solution, I also need to refute those who might identify alternative problems or alternative solutions, and instead I need to insist that my solution is best. The way that I would refute alternative solutions is to say, unlike other solutions that might require an overhaul of university training systems and requirements, which are plenty cumbersome as they already are, this solution requires no policy change. Okay, now it's time to get started, start getting the audience excited and motivated in my conclusion. The goal of your conclusion is to go beyond restating what has already been said. So I would end my proposal by saying that my solution encourages me, my teacher, and my peers to tackle the problem of memes in the classroom head-on and solves the problem using education. The solution will be beneficial to students in their other classes and, in fact, their whole lives, because no one will be entertained by every moment in their career. But with an invitation to active effort, maybe students will learn how to be invigorated and engaged by intellectual endeavors. So that's the basic outline of the proposal form. You'll fill it out using the 3 X's with quotes from experts, more detailed descriptions of personal experience, more details about how the proposal will actually happen, etc. And we'll get around to that eventually. And that's it. Are you not entertained? The end.